What's up, guys? Today Max has this Maxalicious. He redid his whole frame. He stripped it all down, repainted it. Today we're going to take my old Specialized hard rock. We're going to take all the parts off it, and we're going to put it on Maxie's new stripped down frame.
Yeah, let's do this.
Stay tuned.
So it was pretty cool. What I ended up doing, suggestion from Chef over here, was I stripped my entire bike. It's originally a Specialized hard rock, and what I did is I stripped it down, sanded it a few times between 60, 80, and 120 grit, and then I used 2 cans of Rust-Oleum Sierra Mist, 2 cans of that, and a layer of clear. This is what I got my first time around.
This frame is so light, dude. Bottom bracket tool, dude. Maybe better. We might have to get some leverage on this sucker. We had to move the frame over to the table to get more leverage on the bottom bracket. This was the original bottom bracket, was probably on for 10 years or more. I think it's left.
Remove all parts before painting. Well, I definitely wasn't going to get that one with a screwdriver or a pair of pliers, huh?
No. There is pretty much no other way than this bottom bracket tool to get this bolt off. Sometimes this can be a 2-person job. It helps to use a longer wrench and sometimes a breaker bar to extend the wrench to get leverage. Also, we try to clean all the pieces after we remove them with rubbing alcohol. I happen to have a bottom bracket right here. And it looks like the same size. The set of cranks we had was actually a star taper instead of a square. We found that out later. We wound up using my bottom bracket because it fit. It was actually fairly new, only about 6 months old. Not to pound the hose inside because it pushes all the grease inside there. Alright, so let's line this up with this. Same size. It's also very important to clean all the sand and old grease off before you re-grease and insert the bottom bracket. White lithium grease is what I use, but any all-purpose grease will do. I'll put a little bit on there.
What do you want? Inside, outside?
Yeah, let's see.
So you just do a little bit on the threads?
Yeah.
With the finger?
Yeah. You don't want to strip this, so you want to make sure it's going in. Be very sure that you align the threads before you tighten down on them. This is a mistake you will only make once, trust me.
It's also like a barrier for dirt and all that crap.
It actually, the grease grabs the dirt. And pop that on. Whichever way, and then we're going to align it. Now that goes inside here. Hey, give me a little bit of extra grease on there.
Yeah, I've got a little bit of extra grease for you.
This, you don't want to, the common thing for people when they get into biking is to over tighten threads.
Right.
Don't over tighten them. Worst comes to worst, hand tighten them, and then just give it a little snug like this.
Right on.
Boom. That's it. People sit there and crank down on it, and they wind up doing damage to their stuff. All right, here's another important part. Drop this down. When you put this crank on, it's got to be, so make or 180 to that.
Right.
All right, so pop that sucker on. Here we're making sure that the crank is 180 degrees to the other crank.
You agree?
Nice, dude. Look at Max building his own bike. There we go. And then just a little snug, like 1/8 of a turn. Boom. Okay, how do those spin now? They spin okay? Give them a spin. That's what we're looking for. Better than the sand grinders he had before, right? All right, guys. We got the bottom bracket replaced. We got the cranks on. We already got a single ring chain ring, so it's no problem there. This is the first episode. Come back again and join us. Next week, when you come back, we're going to be doing the forks and headset. Thanks for watching, Florida Trail Rider. Out.